Hello everyone, welcome once again to another tutorial by Team of SlideScope related to Power BI. In this part, we are trying to analyze and shop customer data, and the purpose of this particular analysis is to know your target audience. Here you can see we have important variables like spending score of the customer. This spending score is a metric that is given by the shop to all the customers that they have. They have around 2000 customers, and we have created simple KPI charts and visuals here representing average annual income, average of family size, average of work experience, average spending score by different age distributions, by experience level. Here we have calculated columns like experience level and age bins that you will learn how to create them. We have different filters here. Applying them, you can filter the data and visualize whether this profession is your target audience or not. So we will learn all of this. Let's get started. So the data set that we are using in this project is this shop customer data. In shop customer data, you can see we are getting this from Kaggle, and it is a detailed analysis of imaginative shops' ideal customers, and it will help a business to better understand its customers. There's around 2000 records and 8 columns, including customer ID, gender, age, annual income, etc. So when you will download this dataset, it will look something like this, where this type of datasets are mostly used for analyzing your customers or for clustering analysis also in machine learning. So you can see we have customer ID, gender, age, annual income, spending score, profession, work experience, family size. So we will be exploring this data with our BI tool. To analyze the data, we will first open Power BI desktop and connect this CSV file. So from here, we will simply click on Get Data and click on Text CSV. Then we will select the CSV file and load it. At the time of loading, make sure all the columns and values are appearing properly. If not, you can go to transform data, which we have shown in many other videos, if there is some irregularity in the data. Now we have the customer data here, and we will start building the dashboard. First of all, we will add a text box here. So in home, we have text box. In insert also, you can find the text box where you can simply write the title of your dashboard. So this is shop customers data analysis. Know your target audience. So basically, for marketing purpose, business has to understand their target audience. So, and to understand their target audience, we can do some data analysis of existing customers, and we will just put this below here. Now here, first thing that we are going to do, we can choose a type of heading color here, and for our text box we can go to effects and we can enable a shadow, but the shadow position will be top left this time. First thing that we mostly do is we create some KPIs. So in order to create some KPIs, we start using the cards. So for cards, we will simply drag one card here, and in the first card, let's say we will bring total number of customers. So in field, you will bring customer ID. It will automatically give you count of customer ID, which is 2000. And I will first try to keep a size of 40 pixel here for our card. In card, we can go to general tab in effect tab, and we can go to shadow to enable some shadow here, kind of gives a 3D look to our cards here. And here you can also choose different type of colors. For example, we selected this dark this dark brown color. So this is data, and it is saying count of customer ID. We can again, this is available in category label. First of all, we can make it bold, increase its size. In color, we can choose, let's say, a lighter color or any other color combination that you want to choose. It's your choice. So we will simply choose just a little lighter color, and here we will go to field and rename it as count of customers, not customer ID. So this is total count of customers. I will make a copy of it. Now we have count of customers. For every customer, we have annual income given. Uh, so we can see average annual income of our customers. So we will get rid of that field and we will simply add annual income. By default, Power BI will give you sum as an aggregate function. We will use average here. You can also use metrics like minimum and maximum. So which are there, or standard deviation or variance, which we will see. And here, first of all, we will, instead of writing everything, we will simply write average annual income dollars, right? So this is the average income of person. Now, when a customer has bought some product from this particular website, so they have asked about work experience and family size also, right? So first of all, let's see what is the average family size of this person, because based on type of product, this may be important for analysis. So you can say here also what is average family size. So you can see average family size is 3.77. Every customer that we have on this shop has almost more than uh, about four members in their family they have. So this is important analysis. And suppose you are selling FMCG products, so this becomes very important for analysis purpose for FMCG goods. Now this is average family size. Similarly, we have work experience. So we can also see what is the average work experience of customers that we have. So here we can simply drag, instead of family size, we can drag work experience. Now this is also the average, and you can see on an average the work experience is 4.10. We have one important variable which we can consider as our target variable, important for analysis. So based on many factors in data sets like this, spending score is given. Okay, this spending score is like uh, kind of probability of this person, or based on this person's spending habits. If a spending score is high, then this person is likely to spend more, and if it is low, then obviously this, for example, this person is likely to spend less. So we have to analyze those particular features which have high spending score, like what features or what values of these features result in high spending score. You can see here spending score is the score assigned by the shop based on customer behavior and spending nature. Okay, so this is very important for us. So we will, so here we have created a copy of it. The size of these cards that I have used is 220 and height is 118 currently. So if needed, I will reduce their heights, let's say to 105, so that we can put more charts below it. So this is something that will help you in setting their heights to equal height. Okay, you can also copy their styling, but I am showing you how to do it manually so that it will be easier for you to remember. So 105, quickly doing it. And now we will bring average spending score, which is our target variable. So rename, instead of sum, first of all we'll choose average. You can see average spending score is 50.96, and average spending score, we know it is out of 100, so this will be average spending score. Let's say this is our target variable, so we can also use a different color for it, just optional, but let's say we will use this color for it. Okay, so that we know what we are doing here. Now after building our KPI cards, don't forget to save. Now one very important thing will be to analyze whether annual income is directly proportional to spending score or not. Okay, this is how we can analyze the effect of different features on our target variable. And you can see both of them are numerical values. Annual income, spending score, both of them are numerical values, continuous values. So in order to do that, because it's a clustering analysis also, we can always create a scatter plot. In the scatter plot, on x-axis you bring that particular feature that is independent. So for example, annual income is independent here because we want to see effect of annual income on our target variable spending score. So we will bring that. But when you will see only one dot because Power BI summarizes the data. We will say don't summarize, don't summarize. Okay. So here you will see, obviously this is very hard to uh, understand, but here you can see we have annual income versus spending score, and this is all over the place here. So there is another similar data set by the name of mall customers analysis dataset. So in that mall customers analysis dataset, when you will do the same thing, you will see 5 different clusters. So that is very important for clustering analysis. So we have also done that clustering analysis with Tableau in one of our tutorials. I will leave the link in description. You can watch that. So ideally, you will get something like this, but here obviously we are seeing like this. So it's not something that we can do here, but usually when you will see annual income versus spending score, you will see whether a linear, increasing trend or a decreasing trend, something is you will see. Now here, since this is not very useful, so either we can remove it or we can also try to bring some legend into here. For example, let's say we bring gender. So gender wise we can do analysis. We can also do family size wise, so you will be able to see something. So this looks like a more fabricated data, but in actual data you will see more meaningful information here. So now, hence that is not useful for us, so we will try to see gender wise spending score, because that is an important feature that we have. So in order to see gender wise spending score, we will simply create a donut chart here, and in the donut chart we will bring gender in the legend field, and we will bring spending score in the values field, and here we are going to pick average. So in case of average, you can see data is well distributed, like 50.97 is in case of female, a little higher than in case of male. And if you will use, let's say we can also see variance, right? So variance is also pretty much similar, 50.41% case of female. So let's select average, and this is how you can see a particular categorical variable versus a continuous numerical variable. Here in slices we can choose a color that is as per our you know theme, and instead of average title is written like average of spending score by gender. So we can go to title. We will just remove 1 to 100 here and make it bold. Choose a color and align it in center. For our charts, we will enable a simple shadow effect. So this is average of spending score by gender. Next thing is the family size that we have. So although family size is a numerical value, but here we have only 9 distinct value 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right? So what we can do, we can also consider it as a categorical thing. So we can simply create a copy of it, and after creating a copy, we can simply remove gender from here and bring family size. So you can see family size wise average of spending score. So here we will simply change the title and we will write it average spending score by family size. Okay, and let's see. You can see when family size is 4, average spending score is 52, right? 52.71, which is the high. 52.18 for family size 5, for 3 51.95, 50.36, etc., right? So you can see in case of family size 9 it is lower. So ideal family size is 4 here for this particular business. And here we can also, obviously this is also better. We can choose a pie chart also as for variety, or we can also display the data in case of stack column chart. So then also you will be able to see, right? Whatever is your preferred choice, you can select here. Now we also have age. Let's see the distribution of age. To see its distribution, we'll put age on x-axis and count of customer ID on y-axis. We will see in every age group how many people do you have. So you can see we have people from 24 age 0 to 99. So actually in their age they have given 0 to 99. Okay. So first thing that we have to do is we have to create groups. So we will simply create new group from here. We are going to create age bins. This is better for distribution. And let's say bin size we will choose 10. So 0 to 10, one group, 10 to 20, second group. This way we will have 10 different groups. Now instead of this main age variable, we will just include the age bins here. So this is now we will simply rename this title as distribution of age. Okay, and in distribute first we will copy this format printer and apply the formatting. This is simple distribution of age, and you can see we have most of the customers are in this bin 20 to 30. So this is 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, and 30 to 40. So we have most of them are in 30 to 40 age group. And here we can also go and enable data labels, so we can see total number of customers in that age group. Okay, now we want to analyze the main variable that we have, which is spending score. We want to see average spending score in each age group, right? So obviously one way, because it's a stack column chart, if we will bring spending score here, it will show some data, but the ideal choice will be to create line and clustered column chart. So we have the clustered value as we had earlier. Now in line axis, we can bring the average. So you can see if you want to bring sum, you can bring sum of value here. So you will see total spending score like for all customers. Or if you want to see average, you can also bring average here, right? You can see average spending score is highest in case of 0 to 10 age group, then 10 to 20, etc. In most of the real cases, you will not see 0 to 10 or 10 to 15 mostly. And most of the data that we have available in either Google Analytics or Facebook Analytics, that is mostly from age group between 18 to 24, 24 to 35, etc. So, but here since it is given, we are just analyzing it as per this data. If you have some real data, which is obviously confidential, so you can try on that data from your end, and then you will be able to analyze your own business's performance. What we are going to do simply is like we have columns. So for columns, I'm going to select this color so that it represents our theme. So this is distribution of age and how uh, is spending score varies over different age groups. So this is an important variable for us, important feature which we will consider for advertising. Basically, when you are doing advertising, let's say you are doing digital marketing and you are running some kind of ad, so they will ask you these parameters like what age group do you want to target, what gender do you want to target, right? What profession, etc. These kind of things can be asked. Next, we also have important thing here which is profession. Like we have artists, doctors, engineers, lawyers, etc. So we can see on the basis of their profession what can be their average spending score, right? We can also see their annual income, but since this time we are considering spending score as our main target value here, so we will select that. And for that also we can see the stack column chart, and here on x-axis we will bring profession, and on y-axis we will bring the spending score. We can also bring average score. Obviously in average we have people working in entertainment profession have the highest spending average of spending score. If you will use sum like all the customers that we have, so you can also keep sum, and in that case you can see in case of profession artist the spending score is sum of spending score is highest, but because this is kind of like a percentage, so we are giving average. We will simply copy the formatting here, so we have the data here, and you can see entertainment, artist, doctor, and least is in case of professions. We have homemaker, marketing, lawyer, etc. Right. So now we have dragged almost all columns here and seen their effect on the spending score. One more important variable is work experience. Work experience, when you will see its minimum is 0 and maximum is 17. So we can drag like just like this also, as we have done in case of age. We can create a group here, so we will see group wise data also. But what I want to teach you is how to create a calculated column on the basis of this particular range of data. So we have a simple calculated column here called experience level, where we are going to use the switch function. So you will create a DAX here with data analysis expression here with switch function. In switch function, the first argument that we provide is true. In second, we will write customers work experience. So for entry level, we have this condition. For junior level, we have this condition. For mid level, we are writing less than equal to 10. For senior level, less than equal to 15. So between 10 and 15 will be 11 to 15 will be senior level, and otherwise it will be expert level. Okay, so this is the last value. So we will simply use this So go to modeling tab. From here, go to create a new column because this will be for every customer, right? So we will write it like this. So in switch, you write switch in case, right? So switch expression, we write true, and then we write value 1, result 1, value 2, result 2. So this is value 1, your condition, and your result 1. Okay. There you are writing a comparison operator, using comparison operator to write our value 1, result 1, value 2, result 2, and so on. Whatever conditions we are applying here. When you will do this, this will create a column, an experience level column. And now if you want, you can use a donut chart, you can use a pie chart, or we can also use a tree map. Okay. For tree map, we will put experience level as a category, and we have details and values. So in values, we will add spending score, and we will use average spending score, and in details also we will use some spending score. Okay, so if you want to put, you can put here. In details, basically you can add another category, for example gender here, right? If not needed, you can just leave it like this, but you actually want to show the data here, so you can go and enable data labels. So this way you will show the average score also. So we can copy this, and this way we have entry level, junior level, mid level, expert level. Okay, and this is the average of spending score by experience level. So we can simply go to title, try to make it short so that it appears in single line. So we can say average spending score by experience level. Hit enter. So this is our simple analysis by using a tree map. And you can see spending score in case of entry level is highest, average spending score. And you can also see other values. For example, instead of this, let's say minimum. We can say minimum is in case of expert level, maximum again entry level. We can see median, right? Entry level. So you can see these different things like standard deviation in case of expert level. In spending score, uh, you can see deviation is more. That means variance in case of expert level in distribution of spending score will be more. Okay, so all of these things you can do here. This is average spending score, and for example, here are colors. So we can go to FX, and we will choose a gradient color, and we will say spending score. We'll say average of spending score as what field should we base this coloring on, and we'll say the lowest value will be this color and highest value will be dark color. Okay, so this way you will see uh, you know a gradient like data here. So it will be based on your uh, theme color. So this is one way of doing it. Now next thing what we can do here, we can bring some filters. So for example, we add a slicer here. Okay, in case of slicer, let's say we bring these categorical values as a filter. For example, we bring profession as a filter. You can see profession, artist, doctor, etc. So we will use it like this. First let's style one slicer. So in slicer setting, we will, in options we will select drop down, and in slicer values we will select according to our theme, make them bold. Okay, in slicer header again choose bold color, font color also like this. We can also create some sort of effect here. So we can enable a shadow. If you want, we can enable a border. let's say we have selected a very light colored border, but to show rounded corners we will show 12 pixels. This is profession. As we have selected profession, we can also show family size, for example, like what is our family size. Okay, similarly we will copy it, and here while copying we will use experience level, which is a calculated column. Let's say we want to see for junior. Now you can see for junior level 293 customers are there. Their average annual income is 110.86k. Their average family size, average work experience, and average spending score. So similarly, you can see for everything. For example, in case of expert level, you can see obviously number of customers are less here, but their average of work experience is very high, but their average spending score is very low. So you can choose accordingly what is your target audience actually, who among them are your actual target audience, and then while running your advertisements you can focus on them. And let's create one more copy of it, and we can use gender as a variable here. So since we have a space here, I'm using 16 pixel as the value size, and this is totally optional for me. So this is our simple dashboard here with customer data analysis for our shop, and you can see ideal customers by looking at these different charts and by applying these different filters. This was a simple tutorial. I hope you understood the concept. If you have any questions, you can ask them in the comment section below. And if you have any suggestions, you can give us. If you want to analyze any particular type of data, you can let us know and we will try to create those charts whenever we have possible time. Thanks for watching this. See you in the next video.